And welcome back to Game 3 of Professor School versus Tilimorf in the Super Metroid multi-category tournament. I am the Richard Cruz, once again joined by Vincent RTA.
Hello, and welcome to this Crazy Race 3. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty. The robot decided to not behave and decided to try to roll max GT percent again, which we're not going to run the same category back to back. But we had a 1 of 3 shot, and we hit the category that honestly we were both hoping for. We have North Korea percent.
That's right. I'm very excited to watch them perform this category. There's just so many weird things it feels like you need to do to beat this.
Yep, this will be a fun one.
We definitely had a very exciting both Game 1 and Game 2 between these two runners. Both very close, but for very different reasons both times.
So this is North Korea percent. So just to explain the category, this means that it's a very specific boss order that the players have to run. Instead of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, we're running Dragon, Phantoon, Ridley, and Kraid in that order. That means we have to do Dragon with no gravity suit, and we have to do Ridley with no Aria. So it creates a very interesting route and set of actions the players are going to have to take to actually finish this category. That means we are going to get Sueless Meridia.
Always a sign of a good run when there's Suitless Meridia involved. But with that, they can pick up any item that they want. It's just going to add to their time.
Yes, there is no major restrictions to this rule set. It's just do your thing. So sorry about all that, but we had a lot to do in the back end to randomize that and figure out what we're going to do. But we are good. We're rolling. We're tired, but we are excited for this. This is two runners who we're in a deciding game 3. And it's been swingy on what's happened.
Yeah,
Prof unfortunately took that death and that hard GT code error and crashed the game with no safety saves in either run. So it was a big win for Tilimorf there. He got that one pretty handedly. But Prof had like game 1, Prof had a big lead going into the brain, but took a couple of weird deaths. So this is proven anything can happen.
Yep. But that also, kind of shows Prof's going, high risk, high reward with a lot of his movements and a lot of the way he's playing.
Yeah, it's definitely he's definitely like playing with kind of some reckless abandon and just going for it. All right, so we'll not see a taco tank from either player, but
nope.
That's definitely more of an RBO thing anyway. But there's very few players that can execute that.
That is a hard thing to execute.
No, there is a player that, is in this tournament that does have it as a part of his run, but Oh, Prof is going back for the tank.
So is Tilimorf.
Yep. Not a shock because we're setting up for.
Yep. Gotta set up for that lower Norfair. Might as well get started early.
Yep. Just get that D boost, grab the E tank, and you got a nice full health bar, and you're in good shape. This is definitely going to be an exciting tournament series. We got some great players. We've got Denny's part of this. We got a lot of the runners that are extremely good in randomizers that are also running these vanilla categories very well. So it's be a good time. And someone in chat asked, why are we going back? Well, that D boost to get that tank is not available until you go back and turn on the enemies, unless you are able to execute a triple frame perfect trick to get it.
Yeah, you have to like back up against the wall that security camera's on, and then like wall jump off of it at the same like the lowest frame there is, and then manipulate your hitbox to get that E tank without the D boost. It's a very weird trick.
Yeah, triple frame perfect plus a 50% chance. So even like Zenny, who can hit the triple frame perfect, will still miss it often. So
yeah, like even with all that, you're kind of also dealing with subpixels and things like that, where it's just, the game could just say no.
Well, we've seen how often this game can just say no to people by saying, "Oh, you have a good run going. I'm going to double slow you in Fantoon."
Yep.
All right, really nice. Really nice
quick.
fight.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's that short jump. Yeah, same for Tilimorf. That short jump to only grab a couple of the missiles to get the little refill to leave more. That's a big part of it. Tilimorf, I've noticed, goes for that the two left side and the right side Alcatraz third jump.
I've noticed that too.
It gives you a little bit more freedom and time to make that third jump because you get that second to like reset yourself. Like it's interesting. Well, I mean, there's different paths for it every time because like Zenny, for example, does now all right side jumps. So it's like everything can change.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about the route. I'm trying to think about what would be ideal after you get through Green Bryn, obviously. Like where you would go to get some items that might be useful.
Well, okay, so we have to do Dragon first, which means we have to do a.
We're gonna want to go to Norfair.
Yes, they're gonna want high jump boots,
grapple, ice beam,
speed.
Yeah, we're gonna want all those things. So we're gonna have to do some heck runs.
Yep, which is why we need a couple of extra tanks now just to make those hell runs palatable. Yeah, and as exact science pointing out in the chat, that the Dragon fight's not 100% free either.
No. That's gonna be a miserable fight still. You're gonna be moving slow the whole time.
Although if we have grapple, we should be able to set up the grapple kill, but this is something I kind of missed about the last tournament that I did coverage on was the Hard Way to Hell tournament. And there were actually 3 or 4 times where Spospo was the intended route.
Oh, so like they did Spospo?
Yeah, it was required.
Those runs are always like so cool to watch. Anytime it's like you have to do this like weird thing that no one does, like Spore Spawn. I always find those runs fascinating.
Oh, and
the item layouts are so weird usually.
They all had to double back for it too, which is crazy. But look at this, both players are on the same. Tilimorf's just he's slightly ahead, but both players are in the same item transition, same door transition.
Yeah, it's less. It's like half a second or a second.
Plasma is only really useful for Fantoon if, well, actually no, Plasma in charge is actually very good. I'm not sure where Prof lost time.
He paused after killing the CAC, the first CAC at the bridge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was like, yeah, okay.
He paused there for a hot second. Let's catch him back up.
Back to same door.
I have the feeling this might be one of the closer races out of all 3 that we're going to watch by these 2.
I think so, because there's a lot less that, like, the GT code, there was those really stupid things you got to do that's extra hard variants, and we have far less of that here because, yes, we'll be doing a lower suitless lower Norfair. Well, not completely suitless. It'll be a gravity only lower Norfair, which is a lot more damage absorbing than no suit at all.
Just as I was about to say, Prof is a full item fanfare behind. He caught up, but then he paused to pick up that second super.
All I'm hoping for is that we don't get any random deaths and that both players, like, we get a clean run from both players.
I'd love that. I would love just like a really pretty run from each of them. It's looking like it so far. But we haven't gotten to the fun parts yet, so who knows what's gonna happen.
All right, we see Tilimorf has a full
It's about exactly 1 fanfare ahead.
Yeah, and there are they chose slightly different routing for this, with
Yep.
Prof going right for high jump, or Tilimorf went right for ice. So this is the first divergence we've had, but literally both of them are about to do the same thing back to back. So
yeah,
when they go for the hell runs, it will be right back to par. I think I feel like ice first is probably a better plan.
I think you get that E-tank.
Right, you get the E-tank refill after you're done.
Yeah, I also am in favor of the ice first. Unless I'm
Prof is
just
planning on ice
after this. Yes, that's the only thing I would say. Which that save makes me think.
Yeah,
Yep.
Prof is doing it on the way out.
Yeah. And I think this is probably my preferred method, because then you don't have to deal with ice beaming everything.
Well,
like
plus
Tilimorf is going to have to do.
You going with speed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you go in with speed too. You're right.
Yeah, thank you. I saw Exact Science type that in chat as well. But yeah, that's like, speed makes that free.
Yeah. Please save, Prof. You didn't do any of that last round.
Yep, choosing to this time. Well, and looking at that health right now, that's almost necessary.
Okay.
Nope, nope. Yep, that's why we save.
Good save. Good save.
I think the 58. Well, the 58 health isn't the issue. That like
he got hung up. He got hung up. He's got
the reserve.
That. Yeah, he got hung up there. Bouncing on rippers? No, those are not rippers. I don't know. Wait, no. What are those guys? What are those nerds called?
The waivers or the
the guys in this weird cave right here.
The bats.
The bat cave. The bat cave. I don't know.
This category is North Korea %, which just specifies the boss order that we're going for, which is to resemble the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. So Raygon, Fantoon, Ridley, and Kraid.
It makes perfect sense.
All right. Now we got that speed booster. So this return is basically free.
Just gotta do some healing right here.
Yep. This is a normal farming spot.
Oh yeah. I think one of the first times I streamed this for people, it was to a group, like this game to people. It was people that had never really like seen the game, and it was a randomizer, and I was in that spot, just farming health for a minute, and they were like, "What are you doing?" It's like, I need health.
This is a
very good spot to get this.
This is a tight window. This one's tough.
Yeah, this is a tough run.
This jump is scary. This exit is scary. Like every part of this. Plus,
yeah, all of this run is scary. It's deceptively scary because it doesn't feel worse than speed. like on paper, but moving through it, there's a lot more jumps and turns back and forth that you have to do to make it harder.
Well, yeah, and there's a lot of room for error.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
Yeah, and spikes are 60 damage. So
Yeah,
like,
and there's spikes.
but now we get this free refill, which this is I see this one, and this is like the randomizer central place to refill.
Yeah.
And hey, look, we don't have to do a gate glitch when we actually have wave.
Always so nice when you have the items you need to get through an area.
Yep, and here we go. We're gonna go visit our crocodile friend.
Look at that. He's just slapping the ground, just saying, hey, come play, come play.
And Prof is like, no, I don't have time for you.
No, I'm gonna shoot you in the mouth.
No, Prof is saying, you know, this is no, this is just not happening. You're gonna understand what my childhood was like. It's gonna be okay. The till's okay, but yeah, this farming's got to happen with only 33 health here. Not a lot of help there, but we do get a refill in this room.
Yeah, there's that refill right there, so...
Unfortunately, it's a time loss, but... Yes, so we have to have... We are coming here to see our friend Croc because we need that grapple beam. Without that grapple beam, we cannot... Oh, see, we get to see 2 stages of Croc here. This is inside and out.
Oh, wow. And they're facing each other? Oh, nice. Nice little spark there.
That's a clippable moment. Croc alive and Croc dead on the screen at the same time.
I like that jump a lot. That's always a fun jump for me. I know it's not like super hard or impressive, but like just that run and jump into that mock ball right there.
Yeah,
it's
a really cool strat, like just movement strat to see. I mean, there's obviously harder
yeah, there are
required.
plenty of other things that are flashier and look cooler, but like that one always is also one that just gets me and goes, yeah, I like that.
I think it's a really cool one. Like,
yeah.
oh, Croc exit and Croc. I have seen many of randomizer moments happen at Croc.
Oh yeah. Well, he always has a suit. In a randomizer, he always has a suit.
Like, well, there's and my saying during randomizers is ABC. Always bet on Croc.
I think it's worth it, especially in a race, because what are the likelihood? What's the likelihood that your opponent's gonna do it too?
Just depends. And someone in chat is now mad at me for bringing up incidents at Croc.
I mean, I get it. Croc is either a time sink in randomizer. He's either a time sink or your way to win the game. There's no in between. He's not just gonna help you beat the game. He's either gonna be the reason you win the game or the reason you lose the game if you go to him.
Oh, for sure. There happened to be a race a long time ago that we just gave the nickname the incident at Croc, which was both players had to do a hard reset out of Croc at like the 35 to 45 minute mark. It was a rough night. Rando's gonna rando.
Rando's gonna rando.
It was like, I think it was required logic to do Croc escape with like a terrible loadout or something. It was really bad. You ever need therapy, just put on a loop of someone running Suitless Meridia and with the music.
That's it's kind of what I felt like I was getting at earlier, of just like, it feels so graceful moving through this area. A lot of it is the music. It's just so calming.
And
then it's just Samus just like floating around.
This is my second favorite soundtrack of the system.
I think in the last D&D campaign I ran, I used just about every song from Super Metroid.
Nice.
As some sort of moment in the game. I use the Red Tower music as their like thinking camping area. So, you know, that's haunting.
I played Kafka on marimba.
Oh,
Kafka
okay.
theme on marimba for my senior recital.
That's fun.
There we go. I've had a little bit of trouble initiating that jump, but finishes it off, and now we're gonna get what we've seen a lot of tonight, which is this ice clip.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of people have. So we've seen a lot of suitless Meridia, basically. That's what you're saying.
We have seen a one or two suitless Meridias in these races tonight. This is our fifth race of the night.
This is our fifth race tonight. We have been doing this for almost 7 hours straight.
Yeah, this is definitely this is a little bit harder to fight.
Yeah.
With that when you're in this, but we do have this beam. The problem with
beam. They've got missiles too.
All right, excellent.
And supers.
Off gets the snake down. Yeah, missiles don't really do much to Botwoon.
No, I meant supers when I said that. Missiles are bad.
Okay. All right.
Missiles are bad, okay?
I remember playing this and figuring out a long time, like figuring out when I was a kid that when I was in this area, I was better off turning off the suit, the gravity suit, if I was going to grapple jump.
Well, if you're gonna gravity jump, you kind of have to turn off the.
Well, not to gravity jump, but just to move through this room, I was better off having gravity off. When I didn't like understand everything, just because I noticed it was a lot easier to grab those things with the grapple hook in the slower movement.
It is much easier to grapple some of these things. Mostly because you're falling slower.
All right, Prof with a really really nice pass through here. That was solid.
Yeah.
I think he wants this.
He wants another super. I'm assuming that's what it is.
Yes, because he has to farm the. There it is. He's got to be able to farm, and I think he's going to take a save because he knows he's got to get that blue suit to get out of here, and then it's going to be a tough out if he makes a mistake. And then he takes a shot with the super here for some reason. I don't know why he didn't just open that.
Yeah, because there's a missile refill right there.
Okay.
Alright, he got it.
Oh, Botwoon in your hitbox. There we go. Tilimorf gets the butthole snake down.
We have this damage down again. All gooped up and nowhere to go. Oh.
Setting up for this. There it is. All right. Energy is still very important there because you still need 2 full tanks to get through that grapple alone. But Raygon down. So now he can go do Fantoon, get that gravity suit, and then head down to Lower Norfair. But the key is he got that. He got grabbed with a crystal flash, so he's got this jump saved, which will be his exit for Precious Room. And this is part of why you have to save here, because now you have to do this grapple jump, get out of this room,
Good work.
Excellent.
Gets out of it, and
And then with this saved suit,
he just lines up right there and then goes up.
yep. All right, excellent. Oh, and we have a high five through Precious.
Yeah, fun.
Precious
Fun little
high five. I don't mind this at all. I think last race is weighing heavily on Prof's mind.
Yeah, I mean, it again seems like he's kind of still just on this tear that he was doing before. All right. We got Prophet who looks like plasma. Might as well head that way. I mean, he's got to do Fantu next. We got Tilimorf, who is not setting up for the... Or unless I missed it. Go for the... Oh! Okay, they do have they're charged. They just need to set up for the grab now.
All right,
There we go.
gets it.
Tilimorf gets that. Prop going up to get plasma at the same time.
So, do you get extra money in a randomizer if you give someone else plasma?
No. They get it. Or you get the money. If you give someone plasma, you get money somehow. It's weird. It's a weird system of trading.
We're 7 hours in, folks. We're tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Prof is definitely had some good moments here, and Tilimorf has to do an extra
Tilimorf
climb.
is doing this. Alright.
Yep, setting up that backwards jump through the door. Got to get it just right though. Oh, yep, got it. You have to make it through the door and off the floor, standing up. You take the you turn off your morph ball so that you don't accidentally morph and ruin what you're doing.
And then you X-ray back and forth. A lot. And it causes your sprite to just keep moving up. And eventually, you're just gone. But you come back. You just start peeking through the floor.
This definitely breaks some of the game code and repositions you on the screen. So you, as you climb up, you're able to, and you'll see it in just a second once he gets far enough. He will just be at the top of Precious.
There you go.
Yep. totally intended strats in the game.
Yeah, like we were talking about earlier, everything in this game is intentional. Nothing is broken.
Yeah, there's no strategies that go outside of the norm of this game.
Yeah, they intended for all of this.
30 years ago, they planned that people would be running the game, doing things like running the boss order backwards, or, you know,
only picking up 14 items.
Yeah.
Creating a mode called TPRK. They thought of all of this. They knew. They knew we were gonna find ways to play this game in different ways.
Having 11 listed speedrun categories on speedrun.com, that doesn't even include all the route divergences.
I was gonna say, I feel like there's way more than that, if you really think about it.
Oh yeah, because that doesn't include, like, there's 4 different versions of the mini boss RTA of either your Spospo kill, your Crocomire, Botswoon, or GT, and then all the different route variances.
Yep.
Your different low percents.
Yeah, all the different low percents is the main thing that I was thinking of.
Someone in chat, I have to read this out loud. This game is the most scintillating, beautiful pile of unmitigated garbage. That is poetic in a strange way.
Yeah, well put, Exact Science.
Well done, Exact.
And that's why we love it. In many ways, we love this game because it's a mess of coding.
Here's the truth about this game. If this were released today, they would patch everything, and it wouldn't be nearly the game that it is today.
Oh yeah, exactly. No. There's no way that this game could be released today. This game is a hot mess in a lot of ways.
But it was also released complete, where now it would be like you would get like a Kraid boss pack and then a Dragon boss pack.
Well, no, we truly get the Kraid DLC.
Oh yeah, yeah. We would actually have Kraid DLC. Yes.
Yeah.
And then you could buy all the different suit icons, so you could, or you could change the Samus suit into anything you want as long as you pay $2.99 per.
Yeah, I was gonna say all of the things we do in the randomizer, on the Mario randomizer. It's just all of that would be paid for. It's like, oh, you just wanna play as Zero Suit Samus? You wanna play as Mega Man? No, you gotta pay us money. Oh, you want your ship a different color? That's $5. Do you want the wreck ship turned on?
I mean, considering we're running the North Korea percentage, I'm amazed we still have the fact that we have a ship with no power just makes sense.
Checks out.
People complain about cities in the US shutting down by 9. In their country, everything's off by 9.
Yeah. Tilimorf making quick work of Pantoon.
That is one quickly dead ghost. Space ghosts spread out coast to coast. Well, that's the fun here is that because Tilimorf went and did that X-ray, he got to microwave beam Pantoon.
Yeah. Sadly, the only use of that he'll get.
Yeah, because unfortunately, Plasma is behind Dragon. Otherwise, you could also microwave Dragon and randomizers, but...
And Botspoon.
Yes, and Botspoon. Yeah, so the two of the three things that are that you want to microwave
Are gonna be impossible to microwave in this tournament.
In vanilla, yes. Sadly. I think that's the first time tonight we've seen someone use the intended strat of space jump to get up.
Yes. Yes.
The North Air entrance.
Yes, the rest has been
either gravity jumps or lava dives.
Yeah, lava dives. I love seeing the shine spark up. That is my absolute favorite.
Oh yes,
because that is just like that's when I know, like, all right, they're in it to win it.
I remember the first time I beat this and I saw Samus, and I didn't play Metroid 1. So I didn't realize that Samus was female, and I was like, whoa, that's really cool. Like, just getting to know the character, I was like, that's such a different, it did, like, you're not used to seeing that the hero be a female, and it was
well, and especially cool. In 1994.
Right. So it was a cool aspect of this game.
Sure. One of my favorite things about this game is truly the atmosphere. It's so oppressive. And just the environmental storytelling they do with it. You know, there's the only dialogue you get is right at the beginning. It sets up your stage, and then Samus doesn't interact with any other thing.
No, just in her.
She's isolated on this planet. In this oppressive place.
This is another place where Tilimorph's beams would be nice. He'll be able to microwave the metal pirates.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't recommend microwaving metal to everyone at home.
No, don't do that at home. Do that in Metroid only.
All right, Prof is entering his really fast. This is I feel like Prof is really
fast. This feels fast.
Because it's literally just finish this raid and peace
Get out. Yeah, this feels real fast.
Those of you in chat that play this a lot, is that fall? I've seen Zenny fall into the lava every once in a while. Is that to help isolate Ridley's location, or is that just getting accidentally pushed back a couple of pixels? Okay.
It's a mistake, apparently.
I mean, I've seen pretty much everyone have that happen, so...
Yeah, I mean, we've all done that.
I mean, really is a giant butthead. And I know you have to get like very close to the edge to keep him in that pogo as long as possible. Yeah, and that's an extremely difficult fight. So someone in the chat is asking what the competition is. So this is a Super Metroid multi-category tournament. So the players are running vanilla, the vanilla game instead of we have a lot of randomizer races. They're playing the regular Super Metroid, but different variations of the game because of the way the game's coded. We can do all kinds of crazy thing. So we can play an 80%, which is just finish the game as fast as possible with whatever percentage of items. 100%, we got to collect everything. There's a couple of other modes we've ran, but this mode is called North Korea percent. The reason it's called that is the boss order that you kill is Dragon, Phantoon, Ridley, and Kraid. So it mirrors the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. So
There you go.
DPRK. It's a mouthful.
It is. It's a lot.
It's a plethora, and that means a lot. Yeah, we're seeing a huge difference in this because Tilimorf went and grabbed that X-ray, did that X-ray climb, but also Prof's movement is this is I know
Just
like
going crazy right now. He says
Prof
he's
is-
tired.
Prof
He's
is
ready to
tired
go to
and
bed.
just
He's gunning for bed. He's just looking for a bed right now.
I had to joke with him that this is like SG Live finals all over again.
Oh man, I watched all of that.
That
You
was
guys
the
were
most
so tired. You guys were so tired at the end of that.
like it was a really unfortunate ending that his laptop died, but you know it's what it is, and I like there's no way they could fix it, and I was initially like kind of really bummed and like what the heck, but there was no way they could redo it, so it's
No.
what it is. It's really unfortunate, but you know that's life. I mean, we talk about these weird things can happen. Well, that's a weird thing that happened.
Yeah.
And I know that again that night, I don't think I necessarily reacted all that well. I was upset about how it turned out, but that I wasn't there, and I saw how tired they were. They were done.
Yeah. They were done.
You could even tell the rest of the room was just mentally done.
Yeah. Hunter. Yeah, they were tired. All right. Now, with that, Professor School is done with his bosses and ready to go on its variant.
Kraid
Just as
getting
Tilimorf is
exited. Yep.
taking on Ridley.
Regardless of how this outcome turns out, because I mean it's Exec said it in chat, and I'll agree. This is Prof's race to lose at this point. So
Oh, first, I believe that as well.
unless something incredibly weird happens, like the
Hey.
power going out at Prof School's house or something.
You say that.
know.
But do you remember the last two races we just watched?
Yes, I do, and that's why it ate over until the animals are dead. Like I'm sticking with that one.
When one of them saves the animals.
Always let the animals die. See, this has been my argument for a long time. Anytime you save the animals, yes, I know you're making what is it, Metroid Fusion canon,
Yes.
but here's what you're actually doing. You are taking animals off of an ecosystem and
And
putting
introducing them into a new one.
into a different ecosystem where they might wreak havoc or destroy that ecosystem. I am thinking about the environment that we're putting those animals on. I'm not thinking about, I'm understanding that what we're doing is potentially damaging another ecosystem.
I'm with you on this.
Look what happens.
I agree.
Look what happened when they didn't let the animals die in Jurassic World.
I'm assuming dinosaurs went rampant. I'm not sure. I've never seen it. I assume dinosaurs and bad things.
Yes. That is a fair
that seems bad. That seems bad.
Someone in chat says the animals are going to teach other animals survival skills. No, I'm amazed we actually have a pretty decent chat right now for it being the time it is, and
yeah,
ProfessorSchool getting that horizontal bomb jump practice in. Sorry for those of you on the East Coast that are looking at 3 a.m. Here in Central, it's 2 a.m. West Coast folks, they're like, we're fine.
3 a.m. here.
I feel exactly like Hammered is mentioning in chat. It's late and tomorrow's going to be a rough day at work, but you know what? This series has been worth it for all the crazy stuff we've seen, and this race watching.
This was a wild series.
Yes.
I'm so glad I stayed up for this and said, yeah, let's do 2 comms back in a row.
Yeah, for those of you, if you hadn't been at the first race of the evening from this tournament, we have been doing, we had a full race before this and did these back to back. We volunteered for this. We knew what we were getting in for, but for me, the last race, Iron Rusty, I've known for 4 years. And Glove, who also ran earlier, is another runner that I've gotten to know pretty well over the last few years. So definitely want to do comms on that. And then ProfessorSchool and I are both, we got a connection in that we're both college professors. So we've talked at great length, and definitely someone I enjoy from this community. And Tilimorf is new-ish for me, but not completely new. But just coming and doing these comms, it's always awesome. And then, of course, we have the two of us, and also this is
nice. Look at that from ProfessorSchool.
Got the Stachio skip with no baby grab. All right.
I think with we've had a majority of baby grabs tonight, actually.
I really, really, really like this save.
Yeah, this is a good save.
Yeah, so this is also the Richard Cruz's only second ever race commentary for Super Metroid, so definitely glad to, it's been a blast with you tonight, so enjoyed this for sure.
Oh, thank you. I've had a wonderful time. I'm excited to do more of this.
Yeah, and for this is early on in this tournament. We've only had a few races come through. There's definitely more to come. This is we're in the group play stage of this tournament series. We have more races coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, what do we got going on tomorrow?
We have more races coming out. We have races coming on Saturday Eastern, 2 p.m. Eastern time, Saturday, and then 2 races on Saturday and 2 races on Sunday.
Yeah, I think I'm scheduled for one of those races on Sunday, actually. Or at least I signed up for it.
There's actually one of the races 4 people signed up for it, and I'm one of them. But I think I might.
Oh, yep. Yeah, the ProfessorSchool
And System of Vibrant Colors?
Yeah, both you and I signed up for that. We have ProfessorSchool entering the cutscene while Tilimorf is entering Turian.
So this is 2 races in a row where both of them are in Turian at the same time.
Yeah.
Or sorry, 2 out of the 3 races. 2 out of the 3 races. Because the race 1, they were both in Turian.
Yes, you're right. Because the other one, they were 40 minutes apart.
Yes.
I have a feeling this is going to be a quick interview because ProfessorSchool is going to say, "I'm sleepy."
Yes, very likely. But that's why I'm gonna probably talk about a few things here before we get to Escape. So Saturday race between Kaisantum and
Diggy dang.
Diggy Dang. Yep. And then that's at 2 p.m. Eastern, and then at 6 p.m. Eastern is Mr. Guy Average versus Beef Robber. Both those are both going to be great races. Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern, ProfessorSchool versus a System of Vibrant Colors. Also Sunday, December 15th, and we'll have more in between, but Mr. Guy Average and Polar Bear Bunny will be racing that, and that will be an awesome one. That's a late night one, but that'll be a great run. I had to see Polar Bear Bunny back to racing too.
I'm also glad to see Polar Bear Bunny back to racing. I have not seen Polar Bear Bunny race in a few. It feels like a year or two.
All right, Prof is on the escape.
Yeah, and Tilimorf getting his baby skip.
Right. Hey, you know what? 2 baby skips in the last round. And we get to see... Okay. I love... We don't have a spring ball. The 100% spring ball Blue Bomber. I love that escape when it happens in Hundo.
It's so flashy. I do like that.
All right. Prof hits the last moonfall of the game and comes into climb room. And we have a Behe Spark coming up to criteria for the last time as Tilimorf just triggers into the Brain 2 status. Prof hits the surface, comes out the door, and here we go. About to hit that ship. Get your GGs in chat ready and give it a GG for ProfSchool with an official race time GG of 102.56.
GG's, Prof.
What a crazy race this has been.
What a crazy series this has been.
Series is wild.
The whole series was wild. Very cool.
So,
very cool to watch.
Okay, so awesome for Prof's win, but we have something else potentially awesome happening here. This might be if Tilimorf can keep this pace, we'll get a PB on this run. So let's go,
Tilimorf. Come on.
Let's all pull and hope that Tilly can get this. That'd be awesome to see a PB in a tournament PB.
Yeah, let's go. Do we know Tilly's current PB?
I do not. So we'll find that out.
Yeah, we'll bug him at the end.
But I mean, so we got to get through this maybe, but hopefully we can get Prof in here, and at least that Prof is going to join us in a second here. All right, we are now joined in the chat by ProfSchool. Prof, GG's.
GG, Prof.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right, sounds good. Sorry, I'm talking kind of quiet. My whole house is asleep, so.
Yeah,
makes sense.
I've had to close some doors and do kind of the same thing, but oh wow, what a wild series this was.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. Thank you very much for the commentary, and I'm not sure if Tilly's going to join or not, but thank you to Tilly for the race.
Yeah, it was really interesting. That second race was really rough with the bowling death, the crossing the streams and the after the GT code. But we were talking. You didn't give up. You kept running, which obviously just helped you set up. And it looked like your movement actually started to just get slightly better. I have a feeling you became even more and more focused as it was happening.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair.
Well, we even kind of watched some of the time of it too, and it was like you died at bowling at 20, but then you got back to bowling at 19 minutes later. And then, in my opinion, I thought you got back to bowling again at 18:30.
Yeah, I mean, you do have to subtract about 2 minutes from that because there's no series, right?
It's true. It's true.
I mean, what I'll say is that in that second race, I golded by I don't know, some insane amount, and I was on 119 pace for GT Max. I've literally never taken a death in bowling. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's because I was tired or what. Multi-category tournaments are weird. You're used to doing one thing. I was in bowling without high jump boots and speed an hour before that, and all of a sudden I was in bowling with high jump and speed, and my brain was ready for low ice and it wasn't ready for the different output, and I don't know what the hell happened. I don't really have a good explanation. It's hard. I mean, I got the win today and that feels good. It's difficult to feel good about this performance.
Hey, sorry, can I pause you a second, Prof? Hey, let's get GG's in chat for Tilimorf.
Oh, did Tilly just finish? I think Tilly PB, didn't he?
Official race time GG of 106.58, a 35-second PB for Tilly in this category. So that is that's a big PB. That's huge. Congrats on that.
Yeah, that's excellent. Nice job. Well done.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it was the Tilly show today, right? I mean, Tilly did the strategically smart thing in picking low ice, which is a category that he's good at, and where our PBs are within about, 6 minutes, where a mother brain death can make it interesting, and that's exactly what happened. I was kind of in shambles early in the low ice run. Fantune was very bad. The whole segment to gravity was pretty rough. Middle game movement was really good. The movement carried me. Dragon was fine. Ridley was a little slow, a little safe, but fine. And then, the death really didn't come from the bad luck of that terrible onion ring barrage that I got, but it was from poor movement through Mother Brain Hallway. If I don't take one or two of those turret hits going through the hallway, I've got 5 or 10 extra health, and I survive even that terrible onion ring barrage. And then I tensed up a little bit after that and didn't execute. I thought the RNG, not making excuses, I thought the RNG I got throughout the course of that low ice run was absolutely god awful. Bug farms took forever. The Zoa farms in where was it in pre-Dragon were a nightmare. Everything was awful. All of the farming was so slow, and then the turrets sniping me very aggressively after the first death in low ice. Yeah, it's difficult. Hard day at the office. These multi-category tournaments are difficult, and I think if there's anything that I could take away from today, it's perseverance. I managed to persevere through some pretty awful stuff, and I have to be honest, I was fast asleep almost during that North Korea run at the end. There was a moment where I paused, figuring out if I was supposed to leave wrecked ship or go gravity, and I'm staring at my splits that say go to gravity, and I'm like, do I go to gravity? My splits are telling me I go to gravity, but I think they're lying to me. Like, I don't know. It's after midnight here. I'm freaking exhausted. 3 categories back to back to back are freaking impossible. It's difficult. It is difficult to balance 7 categories like this.
Yeah, it's a big ask. I looked at and the categories are very diverse. And for me, like that max GT, that's got to be like the craziest, because you have to do all this stuff to do the GT Classic, but then you got to basically hundo minus majors. Like that's crazy. But it was definitely
it's an awesome category. GT
Max
is a fantastic category. It's a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I did not have a whole lot of fun playing it today, but it is an awesome category, and I recommend anyone pick it up. It's really, really fun.
Oh, that's a cool one, because once you get the GT code in, it's just okay. Now I get to, like, I'm already hyper powerful, and now I just get to run the entire game like a boss. So.
Yep.
Real quick, I just want to say GG to our Tilimorf, our second place runner for this match, who has joined us recently. GG, yes. Tilimorf.
Tilly, what's up? GG.
Hey, great job on the PB. A 35-second PB is in a race.
Absolutely incredible.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you. I was very surprised, since my PB currently doesn't have any saves in it, so that was nice.
Oh.
And yeah, so those were some pretty intense runs back to back.
Sure were.
Well,
and just like Professor was saying, my brain, the whole start of North Korea percent was like, no, you can't pick up any items. You just did 2 categories that were don't pick up anything. And I had to force myself to follow my splits, just like you were mentioning.
I think a lot of our brains were getting to that point at the beginning of North Korea. I think a lot of us were getting a little tired.
Yeah, and I will say I appreciate. I just wanted. I am a tournament organizer. I just wanted to say a couple things real quick. I wanted to thank the commentary. Y'all toughed it out and through a very long evening, and I appreciate that. I'm very grateful to. I think it was Diesel. I can't remember who it was who was in there helping us with the restream and the setup, which was really excellent. And
Yep.
I'm grateful to everyone who was able to hang in there with us through that really bizarre technical detail that we had to sort through in that final race. We have someone in the technical staff who's going to be on that. We don't anticipate that'll be a problem again. If anything, I'm glad that it happened in one of my races, so we could just deal with it, know it's a problem, and address it, so it doesn't impact the rest of the tournament. So I'm just grateful to Tilly and to everyone for being patient throughout all that. I know that was a little frustrating.
I think I'm glad I was here as well, Prof, because you and I, when we were both professors, and we've dealt with like high stress situations, and both of us just remain calm. We're like, okay, well, let's go find a solution, because you and I tend to be solution minded, as I found in our conversations in the past. So
very much so. I hope that we satisfied the crowd. I wasn't even able to talk to some of my co-moderators because a lot of them were asleep. So we did the best that we could, sort of on the fly, and we will learn from this experience and make the tournament experience better for everyone in the future.
I had a bunch of dice ready. I was ready to roll dice and just say, all right, that's the mode we're playing. It's gonna just shine a camera at my dice.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like a lot of people wanted DPRK, including Tilly. So we got the category that it sounds like people wanted, and that's great. And I wanted to thank Tilly for the race once more. It was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Yeah, GG's, and thank you for the races as well. I was very much hoping to race low percent, because everyone of my previous opponents banned it right off the bat. So I was very happy to race that, and also very happy that it was a good close race too. So yeah, thank you as well for racing and helping to organize the tournament. And thanks commentary and restream for, as Prof said, sticking it out with this long match.
Yeah, well, and it's definitely been a long night for the two of us as we started at 8 p.m. Eastern time. But we both decided we saw the lineup tonight and saw that we wanted to make sure that you guys had commentary through your race. You both deserve it for the work you do to be able to run this game well at all. And
we had a whole contingency plan for if the earlier game ran into this game.
So yeah, we were going to make sure there was coverage for both. It had the first match went over. We had a plan. We wanted to make sure everything was good to go and that everyone got the restream and the commentary they deserve. So I'm always happy to help in that.
Yeah, we appreciate that. We're very grateful as participants to have the wonderful commentary. As a tournament organizer, we're very grateful for the people who make this not only possible, but entertaining and fun to sit and watch with good commentary. So I think this will be the last thing I say. I'm grateful to everyone who was involved. It was a heck of a series, and we're so thankful for everyone who participated. Thank you.
All right, Prof, that's yours. Good luck in your race on Sunday. You'll be racing a system of vibrant colors. That'll be a fun match to watch. Tilimorf, do you have any last thoughts before we wrap this up? Asleep at the wheel. It's a long night. It's okay.
Yeah, I get it. I think we all get it.
All right. Richard, do you have any last thoughts?
This has been wonderful. You're all wonderful people, and I'm excited to keep doing this. Do you want to take us out, or you want me to take us out?
I will take us out, but before I do, if you haven't, please follow these runners for the things they do and give them that. Go check out their channels as they continue to prepare and practice for the rest of this tournament and for future tournaments. And if you feel so inclined, you give myself or Richard a follow. I know I enjoy, like, anytime anyone hops in, and ProfSchool's been in a couple times, and I love this community. I just love the Discord and Twitch community in general. Is great people. But all right, Tilimorf just messaged in chat, had mic off and didn't realize, but looks forward to the rest of the matches, and we'll be looking forward to see all of you race, and looking forward to see all of you in chat, as especially in a night like this where we were going long, having chat as part. You guys become the third commentator often, and it's something I definitely appreciate, and gave us a chance to interact with you a lot more. And you guys end up providing a lot of great resources too, when you're like, yeah, it's this many shots, or it's this. So you're a good assist in a lot of ways, because we want to focus on this and not take time to Google something. So, all right, well, definitely appreciate the race from all you. Definitely had a good time with you doing this commentary for the first night with you, Richard. And again, 2 more races on Saturday, 1 more on Sunday. More will drop, and hope to see you guys there. And we'll see you next mission.
Bye, everyone.